James Charles, big mistake. Let's talk about it. This is Rich Lux with the hottest news on YouTube. Yeah, I'm still packing up and moving out here. I gotta paint the walls back to normal or else I won't get my deposit back. But I feel like I never get my deposit back anyway. Anyway, let's talk about, because you know I put holes in the walls and you put the TV and stuff. Anyways, I like to hang it. James Charles recently just launched his painted blushes. His new invention to the beauty community. Now, I can't play the footage. I do have it. I have it right here. I'm gonna show you. I just can't put it on the screen because when I use that footage, it always gets flagged by him. I don't know why that happens, but I do have the video. So, this was posted by, I believe it was an account called Makeup Craze. So I love them. Check it out.
Finally time for the special announcement that you've all been waiting for. Greetings, everyone. My name is James Charles, the CEO.
He looks really happy in this thing right here, you know? So, CEO. He's a CEO now.
So that every single step of the procedure is flawless. From our makeup factories to your makeup collections. I am so excited to finally announce our most anticipated launch yet, our painted blushes. We're launching with 8 beautiful, stunning shades, and let me just say, when I received my first lab samples, I immediately fell in love. What are these colors? This is not what I sent to them. Oh my god, you're literally, oh my god, look at that. Oh, here we go.
Lying already.
You guys, can someone please explain to me why these shades literally look like something my grandma would have worn during the Great Depression?
You cannot say that. Do not say that.
Okay, this is the drama over his blushes. What would a James Charles makeup launch be without any drama? Well, I made this video on TikTok and it's kind of going viral. So I want to post it here, and it's basically explaining the drama with the blushes because the models that he used weren't people of warmer skin tone. And so here we go, roll it. James Charles new painted blushes launch. Well, listen, it wouldn't be a James Charles launch if there wasn't some drama behind it. Let's talk about it. This is Rich Lux with the hottest news on TikTok. You made it this far in the video. Drop a heart emoji in the chat. Let's get into it. James Charles is already getting called out for his new painted blushes that just launched. Some people are saying that he didn't use warmer skin models. Now, people from the POC community have spoken out, and I've received dozens DMs. One of them is Trisha Noel here. And one of them being Trisha Noel, here she is with, you guys know, mother. You guys know who this is right here. Vanessa Myricks. Here's what she had to say. The video went up and the comments started pouring in. I hate that he doesn't include a model with deeper complexion, like as dark as me or darker. So much for inclusivity is what Miss Noel had to say. Let's see the video and let's talk about it. So here's Trisha Noel. So she's saying that James Charles didn't include someone who is her shade range or warmer. So I want to show you the models that he used. Here we go. Hey guys, I'm in his mouth. Okay, so check it out. In the video, I have seen the entire promotional video that James Charles posted, and I would have to agree with what Miss Trisha Noel is saying, along as others echoing the sentiment. But I want you guys to check it out. Wait, there's a little bit of plaque back here. I see a little bit of gingivitis. I'm joking. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. James Charles went in with the shade called Brown Sugar. Now, keep in mind, these are blushes right here. So this is going to be Brown Sugar. It looks nice. The model here is beautiful. Valentina, your smile is beautiful. Did you stone those tights? Here's another model wearing Brown Sugar. And I would have to say it's very sheer, very buildable. Not mad at it. The blushes are nice. And then we have Peach Beach, the shade range. Took my breath away. So beautiful. Again, they're coming in at around $30. Okay, she's a beautiful girl. Can we get some color? Now, I was like, who is this? And I was like, this is James Charles? This is Peach Beach. Isn't Peach Beach a stage in Mario Kart? I think it is. Anyway, this is James Charles wearing shade Peach Beach. But it looks very airbrushed. I mean, the color looks great. I mean, all I care about is the color, right? But the photo, this photo looks very airbrushed by James Charles. I'm just saying. All right, we're back at it again with Dolly Doll. Same model we seen earlier. Nice shade. But where's the pigmentation? Where's the melanin in the people? Obviously, there's pigmentation in the shades of the blushes. So let's continue. A little behind the scenes moment. Okay, who's that? We've unlocked a new character. Okay, here we go. This is Tangelo is the name of the shade. And it's almost like a brown, yeah, like a brown yellow shade. All right, this woman, beautiful again, but the melanin here is not as warm as I would want it to see. Now, if you look at maybe James Charles' competitors, when Patrick Starr released his cheek clapper blushes, he made it a point to really go in strong with women of color on the warmer side and really show how much it pops on them. All right, let's continue. All right, here we go. We have shade Girly Pop. Another beautiful model, nice color shade range, showing some inclusivity here. What do you guys think? Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up here because I gotta go to the bathhouse. I got a pap smear I gotta get to, so I'm booked. My grinder's going off. Okay, so we have shade Wine Night up here. He used very fair skin models. I would say the only, when it comes to skin tone, as warmer as it gets, is gonna be this model right here. These two right here. I feel like James Charles could have used a more warmer skin model just to show how these colors are gonna pop on them. Okay, so when it comes to Wine Night, we saw her get used a lot in this campaign, as well as this model here. Wine Night looks good. There's no question that the James Charles painted blushes are beautiful. They lay on nicely. They look great. I don't think that James needed to airbrush these photos so much or touch-ups. I think the women were already beautiful. I just think that, from my opinion, he could have used more women with a darker skin tone. Now, along with the full collection, there's a new brush that came out. And so, yeah. Let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below. This is Rich Slush with the hottest celebrity news and gossip on TikTok. Mwah. Made this part of the video, drop a heart emoji in the chat. Grab a snack and come on back. Here's the thing, right? When Patrick Starr released his blushes, he hyper-focused it on the POC community and how those blushes looked on their skin.
Out of 8, we have brown sugar. Now this color is beautiful, and this is gonna be perfect for my no makeup type of.
So this looks a little familiar to me. Mind you, I would have never made this video if you guys didn't come for me for defending the Huda Beauty Easy Blur packaging, saying that they copied Nick. And when James Charles dropped these blushes, none of y'all had to say anything about it. Because didn't he just like copy Patrick Ta, Juvia's Place? I don't know who came up with the packaging first, Juvia's Place or Patrick Ta. I'm pretty sure it's Juvia's Place, but Patrick Ta changed it just a little bit by adding the cream and the powder duo. But what do y'all have to say about this packaging now? Just to add, no hate towards James Charles or his brand. I think it's going to be great. I have purchased from him in the past and I was not disappointed.
James Charles, I'm so over it. In this video, responding to my comment, James Charles is saying that his blush is just like any other blush on the market, and he gives lots of examples. Now, I'm going to go through them and show you that his blush is a complete sort of ripoff of Patrick Ta's. So this is Patrick Ta's blush, and something important to note is that the top is a cream and the bottom is a powder. This is the painted blush that he is formulating, again, with a cream blush and a powder. He could have done it just a little differently, but the exact same format. He said that his blush was just like Juvia's Place, which is a duo powder. There's no cream. He said it was like Charlotte Tilbury, which is a blush and highlighter, no creams. He said it was like Tom Ford, again, a blush and a shimmery blush topper, no creams or anything. And also the One Size, which this is the most similar. There's a cream and a powder. But One Size does something differently and they add their own highlighter, like blush topper thing. So then we can get back to this blush. Like, tell me this is not the exact same as that. Even both products have little lids on the cream that you fold up to use the product. He didn't even place them in different spots. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And he knew that this was going to stir the pot and ruffle some feathers. And it did, because now he thinks that I'm just a hater, and I'm not. If the packaging was unique and different, then it would be a different thing, but it's exactly like the Patrick Ta, even down to the format of the cream and the powder.
James Charles, on the other hand, is not doing that. And that's okay. It's a marketing strategy. Maybe people with fair, lighter skin is more his demographic, and so that's why he chooses to cater to that demographic and not try to pander toward people of color, because maybe his demographics aren't them. But he could also try to get a new audience, but I don't know. It's very interesting that he works so hard on these blushes. And honestly, can I just be honest with you guys? It's a powder blush, okay? Jeffree Star just released liquid blushes. Manny MUA has released powder blushes. Laura Leach released powder blushes. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun when it comes to blushes. They're either going to be three things: powder, liquid, or cream. That's the gig all day long. I prefer a cream. You know, as you get like older, you start to realize that like cream makeup is really where it's at. It lasts longer, it stays put. Whether you have young skin, mature skin, it really looks nice. So I prefer everything cream, and then go over it with the powder. But that's just, anyways, you know, blushes at this point in the game, I think it's late for James Charles, because in my opinion, blushes were a big deal at the beginning of the year. It was all about putting blushes up here, up to this area. And if I look like I have a natural blush all over my face because I got that laser treatment, and so I can't wear makeup for the next couple of days. And my skin feels like sandpaper right now, so I just have to wash it, and then I have clear and brilliant skin. Shout out to Laser Away because they sponsored it. They gave me like a facial laser. I lasered off the top layer of my skin, basically. It was like really red and painful. And so now I'm just going through the motions of like biohacking and just letting the skin, you know, new skin take over to have clear and brilliant skin. So anyways, check out Laser Away. Love them so much. Back to James Charles. This is not the video I was gonna make today, guys. My video today was gonna be over Jeffree Star, and then we're gonna talk more about P. Diddy, but yet here we are once again, right? James Charles has been ultra hyping up these blushes, and here we are, guys. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, this is game day. This is the time of year when everyone starts launching their holiday collections, their holiday palettes. This is the holiday time for your Kwanzaa, Bar Mitzvah, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you got going on. This is that time. People put gifts underneath the tree, the gift-giving season, and things of that nature. I'm very shocked that this is the big hurrah, is blushes.
People are calling out James Charles' new blush launch from Painted because the pictures are giving overly edited, and people are also questioning this shade on darker skin tones. So if you guys don't know, James Charles just released some new blushes for his brand Painted. But people have taken notice to the photos and the models that he has been using, and they're saying they want to see it on a real dark-skinned woman. People are not praising James Charles for these campaign photos, so let's get into it.
Selecting one favorite color might be a little bit tough, so don't.
People are saying in his own comment section, James, if Gloria sees this, it's over. Well, James actually replied to this comment and said, I love her content and I would love to send her these. Hopefully James Charles isn't lying and actually sends these through to Gloria, because I want to see them on an actual dark-skinned woman, and not somebody that was fully edited up. People are also saying, I love how the pictures of the models aren't overly edited. They're literally like playing with him in the comments. One thing I don't like about James Charles is he constantly deletes criticism comments, and he constantly deletes comments that overly don't praise him. James Charles has even blocked me just because I said I didn't like his song. I think James Charles should take the criticism, because I actually do like these blushes and I would love to see them work on darker skin tones, and I would also love to see them work on someone like my skin without all the editing. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And will you be buying James Charles' new blush launch? Ooh!
You know, when we want to see palettes, we want to see you launch the blushes along with the palette, along with the merch, along with music, a music video, like the whole nine. Like, this is where it's at right now. And all we get is blushes? Girl, really? We're excited about blushes? When I can go down into the Piggly Wiggly and buy me a blush. I go down to Five Below, buy me a blush. I go to Walgreens, buy me a blush. Walmart, Target. Like, what is making James Charles blushes so like eye-catching? I need them right now. And to top it all off, me personally, I prefer my makeup to have a little bit of skincare benefits in it. I prefer my makeup to be talc free a little bit. Nowadays, that's like the wave, and we didn't get that here. I don't know who the demographic of people who are gonna buy these blushes. You got, look, Gucci, like I'm literally on Instagram, Gucci just released a blush. Look, it for $75. I mean, this is be honest, guys here. Like, I don't think I'm gonna buy a James Charles $30 blush. I'm sure it's nice, I'm sure it's lovely, I'm sure it wears nice, but at the end of the day, I can get that from anybody else, nothing special about it. The only people who are gonna buy these blushes, and I'm telling you to buy them if you're a fan, I'm not telling you not to. If you're a big fan, this is for you. This demographic is for you. These blushes are for you, 100%. These blushes are for you. And I think that the people who are gonna buy these blushes are James Charles fans. I do think so. They're gonna see it, they're gonna be like, wow, it looks so good on his skin. Click buy. I think it's a younger demographic. I don't see any like 30, 40, 50-year-olds trying to buy James Charles blushes. I just don't see that happening. Select few though. At the end of the day, James Charles blushes, I'm sure he worked really hard on them. It's just, you know, people nowadays to sell a product like a blush, you gotta have a little drama behind it. You gotta have a little story behind it, make people interested in it, you know, things like that. It's just sad, you know, because James Charles should have came out with this makeup brand years ago. Years ago, he should have came out with this brand. But here we are. But anyways, guys, like I said, this was not the video I was going to make today. So please leave a like, leave a comment. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Lux with the hottest news on